Alright, and next up we have the second era of Ninjago, the Rebooted era, starting with Rebooted Kai. Now this is the first time that we saw the ninja get their hairpiece here. That was very exciting, especially for Kai, since he did not have a hairpiece before. He was the only ninja that element did not exist. Now you can see utilizes the elemental symbol from the final battle robes, or the kimono robes on the front, and the elemental dragon symbol on the back. Disappointing thing about this figure is it does not use leg printing. That's something across all of the rebooted figures, and it's a decision I never really liked. It makes them feel a bit cheaper than other variants in Ninjago. Next up, canonically, we have the Stone Armor Kai. Now, though this one canonically takes place during the rebooted era, it did not come out for a few years after the others. Only Stone Lloyd and Stone Zane came out originally. This one released in 2015. I believe this was in a Target exclusive minifigure pack. Now, because he came out later, there's a few notable differences with him. For one, he has leg printing, which actually is not accurate to the show, interestingly enough. However, it does make the figure look better on its own. Something also to note about this variant is it has an exclusive face print, which is, as far as I can tell, the only Kai face print that is accurate to the show, because it does not have any scar on it. And if we remove the armor in the back here, you can get a better look. Again, utilizes the elemental dragon in the back of the silver. I really like this variant. I was very happy to get all of the stone armor variants over time. Now, going back to mainline releases in 2015, we have the Tournament of Elements sleeveless Kai. Now, in the sets, I believe these all come with a bandana. I'm going to remove them just because I like how they look better without the bandana. This is the second variant to have the ninja without hoods and only hair, and the first time they appeared without sleeves. I personally really like this variant. I was really excited when they came out. Something very different from what they'd done before. And it works as like a good training outfit in my opinion as well. Compare it, it does have some similarities to the rebooted version. Though of course it looks a lot more detailed just because of that leg printing. Next up we have the Jungle Suit Kai. This is the second variant that we got in the Tournament of Elements wave. I believe this is the first time that we got two variants in the same wave that weren't part of a spinner pack or something like that. As you can see, we've returned to using a hood now. This one being the same ZX hood, but now the elemental symbol printed on the top of it. Utilizes a lot more brown for the printing, and also utilizes this scabbard piece in the back without any additional armor. Personally, I'm not too huge of a fan of this variant. It was in all of the more expensive sets at the time as well, while the sleeveless ones tend to come in the cheaper sets, like the $20 or $30 and less set. And I just don't like how that printing looks on the hood. I think it just doesn't feel right. Also, with the armor being gone completely, it feels a bit cheaper than the others. Not in quality, but just in design. And of course, take the armor off the back, we can see a little bit more detail. Nothing too exciting back there. Though, I could argue that it looks a little bit better without that armor on the back of it. Now, in the summer 2015 wave, we got Deep Stone Kai. The Deep Stone variants are some of my favorites, as it starts utilizing all black as the ninja's primary color. Also now utilizing the ZX shoulder armor in black. We have a new hood this wave, being dual molded in color, black base with the primary color for these little scarf or bandana pieces. And looking at under the armor here as well, see the back has quite a bit of detail as well, having those hook pieces and the elemental dragon symbol printed in red. And next up, we have Jitsu Kai, also released in the summer 2015 wave. This is very similar to the NRG variant, as it came in the Jitsu Flyer packs, which are the equivalent of the spinner packs. I believe this is the point Chima was over, so they started getting their own packs here again. Now, a big difference between these and the NRG is, unlike the NRG where it was all printed in red for Kai, this one has the black pants and torso piece. I think I like the NRG a bit better, but this one has a few benefits of its own. The black does allow for this really striking foil printing on the front of it, which I really like. And the back as well, where we have again his elemental dragon symbol and his elemental symbol there as well. Again, has an exclusive face print, different than the NRG Kai here. And I really like how this one looks. Probably one of my favorite Kais as well. Now going into 2016, we have the Jitsu suit for Skybound Kai. Now this takes a lot of design cues from the Deep Stone variant in 2015, utilizing a lot more black. However, now the sleeves are printed in Kai's primary color. We also have this golden shoulder pad piece, which was new for this wave, utilizing the same hood as before. You can see the back side of the printing here has the elemental symbol with some wings on it, and being the Jitsu suit. We also have an interesting view of his elemental dragon or lion, whatever it's supposed to be. They kind of morph over time. Now it looks a bit more like a lion here, but we've got like a Spinjitzu or Jitsu tornado here, with that creature being viewed from the side. This is a pretty cool variant, and it was an interesting time for Ninjago overall, getting these more black-based variants. Next up, we have the Honor Robe Kai, or the Day of the Departed Kai. This is a mix, basically, of the original two variants, the ZX and the, original variant. So obviously it references the original variant, given the rope and the elemental symbol on the front there. So you can see the printing actually did improve over time here, with that elemental creature symbol being a little bit more shiny this time around. And we've got some buckles and such around the suit, which I believe are referencing the ZX suit. Kai's references are not as apparent as some of the other ninja, which we'll see in a later video. Also, I want to take a look at behind the shoulder pad here, which, interesting note, was printed in brown for the first time here. Not too much interesting back there. Just this little scabbard type piece that matches up with this shoulder pad as well. Now we have Hands of Time Kai. These are some of my favorite suits here because of the utilization of the darker colors as the base of the minifigure. The black sleeves, I'm not sure how I feel about either way, but it works fine. Got another return of the ZX armor. And interesting note about Kai, this version of him with the hood only came in one set. And in that same set, him and Nia had this exclusive face print with the glowing eyes. There was another version of Kai released without the hood. As you can see, he also has a newer face print on this side, having a little bit more of a smile. All the ninja were getting new face prints around this time. However, they did not last long, as the movie was not far behind. And so this would be the last version of Kai with the original style of face. Take a look at it without the armor here. And again, elemental creature symbol on the front and elemental symbol on the back.